Yo, what is up, guys? Tom here. We are back. And today, I've actually been doing a ton of grinding. I've capped out every Pokemon's levels here. So if we go, this page, we can actually see Sylveon here. Steel Fairy obviously makes sense. We've got our Venusaur we've been using, but Charizard is Fire Dragon. We did say we think it's gonna be Fire Dragon. It is confirmed. Blastoise though, what a steal, which is kind of crazy. I'm hyped to kind of use that. I want you to let me know down below though, which, give me a Pokemon, any Pokemon from these boxes, I guess, that you want us to use in this series, and I'll just piece a few of the comments together and we'll see where we go from there. But we got Electrode, Marowak, Scyther, which can evolve either into Scizor or Cleavor on this. I think we need to give it a King's Rock or something to evolve it into Cleavor, so I'll figure that out, but just let me know. We've got Electabuzz, Aerodactyl, Meganium is part Fairy type, which I think I did say in a previous episode I think it might be. That's kind of hype. We've got Typhlosion, obviously. Feraligatr is also part Dark. I'm curious if regular Typhlosion was also going to gain an ability, a new type, but is what it is. Feraligatr, we've got Porygon 2, obviously. Sceptile, part Dragon as well. I did mention that in a previous episode, I know that for certain. Blaziken, Swampert, they stay the same. Slacking still keeps Truant, so this thing isn't completely broken, but honestly, in a game like this, it could still be decent. We need it to hit once, and it's probably just going to OHKO anything it touches. So if we give that thing a Flame Orb and just Facade, it's going to wreck shop. Manectric, your Electric, maybe I'm just thinking of Luxray, but I was kind of expecting this thing to be also part Dark. Altaria, we already knew. Dragon Fairy, Water Steel, Empoleon. Yeah, these haven't changed. Metang, Steel Psychic. Solrock, Lunatone, obviously haven't changed. Roserade, Pachirisu, Drifblim, Spiritomb, Gabite, Lucario. Lucario learned some decent moves, I'm not gonna lie. Dragon Pulse and Nasty Plot, as well as obviously Aura Sphere. I don't know if it learns Dragon Pulse normally, but that's pretty cool. And then on the next page, we have Magnezone, Probopass, Manaphy, and Litwick. Litwick, I was incorrect. I was, in my head, it evolved at level 38. I think I said that in the last episode, or one of the previous episodes. I think it was the last one we caught it in. But I think it evolves at level 41. Again, I might have to double check on that, but yeah. We got Litwick there, Manaphy, just whatever. For this run, I don't want to actually keep Sylveon in here. It just felt like the easiest Pokemon to carry with me because it's the end of the dex, and I've clearly organized it via fucking dex number. I'm torn because obviously we've been rocking Typhlosion for a bit and it is a beast, but Blaziken's also so good, and its Adamant speed boost, it's just got Detect already. Detect, it's got Swords Dance, Blaziken, High Jump Kick. Dude, this thing is just, it's just waiting for us to sweep with it. I'm always going to be a huge Hoenn fan over the other regions, so I'll be honest. For this episode, this episode is going to be an interesting one. We've basically got that entire route towards Veilstone, but we've not got any Pokemon to train. Because I did cap out everyone's level. But I'm a huge fan of Hoenn. Like, okay, obviously, I'm 29. I've been playing for a while. My first game was a Spanish copy of Pokemon Blue. And I finished that game. I don't know how. I don't know Spanish. Like, I mean, I did live there for a few years when I was real young, but bro, I don't know Spanish. No, my first Pokemon game though was a Spanish copy of Pokemon Blue. Finished that shit. Then I jumped to Gen 3, and then I actually jumped back to Gen 2 because I was like, FOMO hit me. And then Gen 4 dropped when I was like, for what, like 11? 2006, 2007-ish? Around about then. Yeah, so I would have been like 11. Gen 4 was obviously something I loved, but Gen 3 was that peak where I was like, it was childhood. When Gen 4 dropped, I was out playing football and, doing shit like that. Like, actually, being a kid that touches grass. When Gen 3 dropped, I was like, what, 8 years old? 7, 8 years old? 2003? Is that? Yeah. I was an inside kid. No, I actually lie. I just took my Game Boy outside with me. Hoenn was the place to be though, man. Hoenn was the place. So we're gonna run this episode with this squad, I reckon. We're just gonna try them out, see how it goes. We've got a few. I say a few. If we wanted to do a Johto one, we've literally got 4 Pokemon. We would have to evolve Scyther into Scizor. And then we'd have to go like... Yeah, I actually don't know. Nah, I got nothing. We have to do the thing that the Johto anime series always did, where they just like get up Kanto Pokemon, and a couple of Hoenn Pokemon as well made their appearance super early. This Johto was just boring as fuck. We're gonna run this though. I think Hoenn is one of the, in my opinion, one of the only generations that doesn't have a bad starter. Like, I genuinely could not tell you. I could tell you what my least favorite is, but on a scale, like, Blaziken was my first. Blaziken was my first ever starter. Pokemon Ruby, I got Blaziken. Then I think it's this is lagging a little. Hopefully it's not too bad. Yeah, Blaziken was my first, and then Sceptile, I picked up Trico for Sapphire, and then when Emerald came around, I actually went Mudkip. But I have this memory. I don't know if it was like years later with an emulator or if it was for that particular one. But I I have a memory of having a mudkip in Victory Road. Just like one of those weird core memories where you're not quite sure how you got there, anything like that, but you know that it happened. Yeah, all three Hoenn starters. Huge fan of them all. So we've got double battle up there and then an item, is that right? Reader, okay. And then an item, okay. We'll battle the double. We're gonna battle everyone on this route. It's gonna be, again, we're like the episode before last. It's just one of those. Borrow and a Linoon, that's interesting. I think we did have a previous episode where it was a similar situation, right? Let's just go Leaf Blade and Blaze Kick, right? Actually, I'm not okay. I'm gonna let's have this conversation. Let's have this conversation. Kanto. Charizard, absolute beast. Everyone's favorite. Blastoise, my personal favorite. You like Venusaur too. Venusaur is one of those where it's like, gets a lot of hate. It's like, no one picks Bulbasaur. Bro, Venusaur is the best starter. Like, arguably, for Kanto, it is the best starter. Like, let's see. You battle Brock, super effective. You battle Misty, super effective. You go to battle Lieutenant Surge, you resist his moves. You go to battle Erica, you resist her moves. That's half the badges, and Bulbasaur, up to this point, Venusaur is doing great. He's doing perfectly fine. Obviously, Charizard, great Pokemon to have. Cool factors there, pays off well. It's tough though. Like, he's only neutral against Lieutenant Surge. The whole thing about, oh yeah, the only issue is the first two gyms. No, that Raichu is fucking tough. You got a Raichu that's hitting you with Dig. That thing is scary. Yeah. Let's just take out this Munchlax real quick. Thing is also kind of scary. There we go. Yeah. You're only safe with a Charmeleon, I guess, at that point. Depending on how much you've trained it. You're only safe with that once you get to Erica. And then you get a ton of XP from that. You'll probably be a Charizard by the end of that if you're not already. And then you're at that point, you're like, okay, cool. Now we can start to hit things pretty hard. Blastoise is great. Not as good as Bulbasaur, but still solid. Blastoise's only issue arises a little earlier than Bulbasaur's would. And that is, again, Lieutenant Surge. But the thing is, by then you're gonna have other teammates, right? Bro, we don't want this to be just the Kanto starters. Yeah, okay, all good starters though. They are all solid choices. Let's go dual chop on the Taurus, high jump kick on the Miltank. There we go. But yeah, Johto, Totodile, cool. Probably, honestly, Totodile, if we're looking purely at the single stage, Totodile is probably on par with Cyndaquil as my favorites. We're just talking about Johto though, so it's tough. It's tough. Johto's Totodile is a cool looking Pokemon. I'm just not a huge fan of when it evolves. Renegade is cool, don't get me wrong. Renegade is pretty cool. I just don't like Croconaw. Yeah, that's about it really. Meganium though, Chikorita. I'm probably gonna regret this. Told me to this when Legends comes out. But I think I'm gonna go with Meganium. I'm gonna go Chikorita as my starter. It really depends. I'm thinking, because I didn't do a react to them, but the last two trailers for Pokemon Legends I have watched. I'm liking how things are looking. I don't know. I want a Tepig. I really want a Tepig, but I don't like Emboar. If we get a Mega Emboar that looks sick, I won't be able to help myself. But if we don't, who else is a starter on there? It's Tepig. Tepig, Chikorita, and yo, it's actually gonna bug me. Yeah, okay. Do we have to go in here for anything? Okay. Was hoping we didn't actually have to battle, but sure. Yeah, okay, so we've got... I don't know. I'm blanked. It's not gonna be Oshawott. Obviously, it's not gonna be Oshawott. Oshawott's already in Legends. Okay, so it's not going to be Totodile because Chikorita's already one of them. It's not going to be Oshawott because Oshawott was already in a different one. I'm gonna have to check that out. But yeah, I think Chikorita might be the starter we go with on that. I don't know, we'll see. We're gonna do a regular playthrough when the game drops. Literally, the day the game drops, the moment it drops, I'm gonna record like an hour-long episode, probably unedited, and just post that immediately. And then I'll record some like shorter 30-minute episodes immediately after that to come out daily from then. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah. I also have a different video that I do want to drop. I'm almost done with it. I've been editing it for a while. We're so close. We are so close to finishing it. Literally my play lately has been, I record like 5 of these in a row. Honestly, you I'll usually record 5 of these in a row, literally on the last day when I'm out of videos, because these have been going out daily for the past like 2 weeks at least now. So I've been doing pretty solid for once. But in the time in between, that's like my me time. Been playing my own shit, but also working a little bit on that video. The video, I'm putting so much effort into it, so I'm really hoping when we drop it, it's decent. Yeah. I already know there's things I need to work on in there. I need to work on my pacing more for the video, like I guess just trying to storyboard how we do it rather than just, oh, then we did this, oh, then we did that, because that's a lot of what the video is, I'm not gonna lie. Showing like the fucking trials and tribulations of the process. I don't want to spoil anything, but the process of going through that, I need to figure out a way to creatively like blend a story through it. Yeah. Simply put, that's what I need to do. Yeah. I'm hoping to get that out before Legends drops. By the time Legends drops, I'm not gonna lie, the video will have been a work in progress for 2 years. That's how stumped I've been on it. I also didn't touch the project for like a while as well. So, there is that. Hell yeah. The TM for payback, I assume. Yeah, I'm trying to think about it. Honestly, in my opinion, I'm going through all the regions. And 6 is the first region where I genuinely look at it and go, yeah, that's a bit of a weak one for me. None of the Gen 6 starters for me, like my first starter I picked was Fennekin. None of the Gen 6 starter lines seem very strong to me. Obviously everyone's, yeah, professional Greninja hater here. I really don't rate Greninja. Don't get me wrong, if we could get Greninja in this game, it's like a unique enough Pokemon where I'd go, hell yeah, we'll use that, obviously. But in its own game, it's just not, I just don't like it. I really don't. It's one of those situations where it's like, okay, cool, if we were playing like a romhack of like, I don't know, one of the 3DS games, or even like a game like this, and we come across early to mid-game Froakie just chilling, sure, I'll catch that and maybe I'll add that to my team. But yeah, holy shit, that's in rain, by the way. That's a Blaze Kick in rain. Brother. Okay, whatever. Yeah, we're not risking a high jump kick on that. God damn. You know what? We're in the rain. Let's try. I don't even know what moves he's got right now. Aquatail, Rock Slide. Okay, so he's definitely he is stronger in physical. Can we like relearn it moves and see? Hammer Arm actually goes kind of crazy. The Rock Smash. And then we go. Do we have a better water physical? No. I think all the good water physical moves are like not gonna exist on this game. Which sucks. But yeah. Yeah, you're looking for like a liquidation or some shit. But that's liquidation. Was that Sword and Shield? I'm actually not sure. I want to say it was Sword and Shield with Scooter, whatever, like that family line. I want to say it was that, but I could be wrong. But yeah, no, Gen 4 definitely weakest gen. Sorry, not Gen 4 weakest gen. What am I on about? Gen 6 weakest gen in my opinion. Might have a weaker one as we get to them though. Gen 7 Alola? Yeah. Gen 7 would be Alola. Decidueye, best starter from that generation. Hands down. The water thing, Poplio. I love Poplio. Love Poplio. I hate what it turns into. Don't like that Pokemon at all. It's just so... I don't know. I just really dislike it. Yeah, I don't know. Poplio definitely not on my favorites. And Incineroar, I had a Litten as my starter the first time I played through that. I was not, honestly, out of the starters, Rowlet least favorite when those games first dropped. Rowlet was my least favorite. It's now probably my favorite. Rowlet is such a cool little guy. His little head turns and like, it's just an owl. Like he's just a little owl dude. Yeah, no, Rowlet 100% one of my favorites. And regular Decidueye and when I say regular, I mean like Alolan, I guess. But Alolan, Decidueye, and Hisuian Decidueye, both great. Both a fantastic Pokemon. How much does this do? I'm gonna go for it again. Because I've been curious. Does Earthquake actually do more if they've used Dig? Okay, it does. I wasn't sure if that was just like some bullshit that I'd heard. Or what? No one ever uses fucking Dig in competitive. Like, it's never something I've fucking tested, really. Hyper Voice, hell yeah. That's probably why no one uses it though. Earthquake is like one of the most common moves for competitive. You'd have to be insane to try and use it in competitive. But yeah, Alola, great starters. Yeah. No, perfect. What was after that? Galar? Can I please run away? This is crazy. Didn't mean to. I actually was gonna attack that time because I was like, fuck this. No? Okay. Fair enough, my guy. Galar. Galar's another bit of it. Honestly, if we're talking like all-time starter Pokemon, Galar's another weak one. Yeah, Galar definitely is a weaker generation in my opinion. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. Door Bunny, probably my favorite. Bro, I can't even remember the names of the actual Pokemon. Scorbunny, Grookey, and Sobble. Rillaboom. Rillaboom is the grass one. Rillaboom's the grass one. Scorbunny, Raboot. Cinderace. Cinderace is the fire one, and then Sobble, Drizzile or something. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, honestly, those Sobbles line just kind of gives, it's literally just Greninja 2.0 vibes. That's what I get from it. Also, you know what's crazy to me? First off, Sword and Shield came out what? No. No, that can't be right. Bro, did Sword and Shield come out 7 years ago? What the fuck? Am I just like on crack right now? Pokemon Sword and Shield, let's have a look. 2019. Okay, 6 years ago. Okay, that's still a long time ago though. Don't even. It's still a long ass fucking time ago. God damn. Oh my god, okay, that... I really needed Swampert to hit the Gardevoir then, in order to make it a 2v1. But that's fine. That's fine. We'll send in Slacking. And we're gonna go... We'll go Headbutt. Because we get a chance of a... Is even... We're probably going to be so slow. Let's just go Facade. In the off chance that they actually... like... kill us. I know it's kind of crazy, but... we're cooked. We are our duck is cooked. Our goose is boiled. We are fucked. Oh wait, hold on. Is Gyarados dragon type now? Hold the phone. Is Gyarados dragon? I'm gonna feel like such an idiot. I can't even figure it out because I think it... Yeah, it... If I go Moonblast... Well, it might. I'm not even going to be able to tell, am I? What's super effective against a water dragon? The dragon would still be super effective, wouldn't it? Ominous Wind doesn't even hit both. That's so shit. I should have switched Altaria for Matang. Alright, let's get Gyarados out of here. Okay, we're just gonna chill. We're just gonna chill. Let's go. Roserade probably can't do too much to us right now, so we'll go Iron Defense. A water type move, okay. Interesting. Yeah, Weather Ball in rain is gonna be water type, so I think we're good. Alright, no, fuck it, we're gonna go Weather Ball. He's gonna go Weather Ball, Jesus. Oh my god, we've lost. We just lost, GG's. Bro, he had... I'm stupid. In my head, I'm thinking, okay, Seed Bomb, a physical move. And this dude's a grass type. And then I see Sludge Bomb, and I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. We'll just get our physical defenses up. He's probably got other physical moves. Sludge Bomb's a special move. What am I thinking? Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna lead Altaria and Sceptile. Okay, Drowsy's definitely an interesting Pokemon. Yeah, I don't know if it's something I'm gonna catch though. Hello? Meryl's definitely up there. For sure. Meryl is definitely up there for sure. Alright, let's try this again. Alright. Oh, wait. Lickitung Gligar. Okay. No, this isn't good. This is not good. We should have gone on a Pokemon with an ice type. Oh my god, what am I thinking? Okay. Ominous Wind, though. No. Let's go Detect. And we will go... We take out the Lickitung, and it's a Gardevoir. We don't want that. We'll leave Lickitung in for now. We're gonna take out the Gligar. Then Gyarados comes in. And let's see if we can hit it with a high jump. And I guess hopefully get through it. I don't know. Not very effective. That's what I was worried about. So it's still fire type then. Flying type. Yeah, let's do that. We'll go with the Rock Tomb on Gyarados to slow it down immediately, and then hopefully we can hit it with a Facade. First turn. Ice Fang on the Sceptile. Bold choice. Okay. I felt certain it was going to go Water Move in the rain on a Blaziken. But whatever. You know what? I'm going to bring Matang out. Just to make it so that Licktung's more likely to try and hit Slacking with the good old Body Slam. Damn it. Why? Why Aqua Tail? That makes no sense. That makes zero sense. Okay, Shadow Ball. Go for a Zen Headbutt. Aquatail on the Slacking. Go Night Slash. How quick is Slacking when he's not loafing about? I guess we're about to find out. We're killing a Lickitung, that's for sure. Okay, so we're now in the end game, I guess. We're gonna use Blaziken as bait here. We're not gonna be able to attack this turn, but we'll go Detect. Hopefully he goes to attack Blaziken instead. We get a free turn of, yes, hell yeah. We get a free turn of heal. We also get our speed boost. Do I do it? I'm gonna do it. Oh, I might have just thrown. I might have just actually thrown. If he attacks Slacking right now like he has been, oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, okay, okay. I'm gonna go for the Detect. I'm only going for the Detect actually so that we can get another heal in. And then let's just go for the high jump kick on. So glad we hit. I'm so glad we hit there. Because obviously we don't want to waste Slacking's one turn here. So we'll use it to heal. He's not going to be able to attack on the next turn anyway. But Blaziken right now is just bait for this Gardevoir. So we can't attack him, but that's fine. We're gonna go for Detect. Gone for the Psychic on the Slacking, okay. Cool. That's crazy that it didn't go for... Okay, we'll take it, we'll take it. Neutral on the Gardevoir. It's going to be weakened by the rain, but I think it's fine. And then Roserade. Nice. Roserade, we can definitely take a Roserade in the rain. That's fine. There we go. Alright. We'll leave this here. Been a bit of a long one with not much progress, but that's fine. We've got one of the most annoying routes on the game out of the way. We've only got a couple more of those. Actually, it's, there's a lot more of those. Is whatever. Anyway. We'll catch you guys in the next one. See you then. Bye.